This should be fun. That was sarcasm.
Go ahead. You're free. Fly away, little guy. And just work through it like I never had to do any of this. Here's all your hair.
For once, it's not Walter all up in my business. Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome back to my vlog. Judy heard me. The dogs were both sleeping, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna go do a quick vlog. They won't bother me. Well, Judy figured it out.
You drew it.
Actually, looks like I cut my hair this angle. And bring the other layer forward. Okay. I can't remember which day of the week Nano started on. I want to say it was a Monday. I'm gonna start week 4 today, July 21st, starting my week 4 on a Sunday. I want to try to keep these vlogs a little shorter just because I think the longer they are, the less chance there is going to be that anyone cares to watch it. Today, like I said, is Sunday, 21st day of Nano, and I am going shortly here to my critique group at the library. We're just gonna hang out, critique some work, which I have chapters 8 and 9 from my current work in progress submitted, and that only leaves one chapter left to submit to them from my first act. So they have seen almost 25% of my work in progress, and so far so good. Hopefully it will remain good as I work through some of the kinks in this second half of the second act and get it back on track. God, I cannot hold this straight to save my life. Sorry, the leg broke off of this tripod. As I was saying, got the critique group, and then I'm gonna come home and try to get some more edits done on my printouts, and I will update you guys when I get back. All right, see you soon. Hey guys, I just got back from my critique group / writing group, whatever you want to call it, and it was a really good and productive time. I got some really good feedback on my chapters 8 and 9. I have one more chapter, chapter 10. Well, I have like this cool like light sash going on. I got some really cool feedback, and these are the last. There's one more chapter, chapter 10, that will take us into the second act. So chapter 10 is going to be the last chapter of the first act that this writing group will have seen. So up until the beginning of the second act, as of next group time, will have been seen by eyes other than my own, and it's pretty exciting to hear what everybody's saying about it, what certain people are catching that others aren't, or what problems certain people have with things that are going on, or ways my main character is responding to things. It's just really cool to get that input and just take everybody's suggestions in. Are these suggestions helping make this book a better book than it would have been without? And absolutely they are. Even some small questions that I hadn't really thought of have come up, and I'm just like, oh. It's funny because today we were discussing something, and one of the girls basically guessed what this twist, or this first plot point that takes us into Act 2. She guessed what it was, so I'm just like, yeah, okay, so that's what happens. And she had said something about how some of the things that are happening leading up to this and even into the future part of the book, she thinks this one specific thing's gonna happen, and I hadn't realized that I had set up this thing to be such a red herring. I can't really pat myself on the back for that because I didn't intentionally mean to do it, but now seeing it there, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, it just accidentally happens. So I always feel really good when I come back from my critique group. We just have a really good time discussing things, and everybody's really helpful, and the critiques are very constructive. And even when I know, oh man, this thing that they're suggesting is going to make more work for me, I'm so happy about that, because that means I'm making my work even better with their suggestions. So critique groups, critique partners, beta readers, all that is just completely invaluable, and it feels good when people really are understanding what you're trying to convey, but it also feels good when they give you suggestions for things that you're thinking, oh, this is fine, I mean, it could be better, but I just gotta move on and keep writing, so you leave it at that, and then someone's suggestion may be just the ticket that you need. Oh, that's what I could say there, or that's what I could put there, and it's really, really cool. Before I left for my critique group, I actually spent 45 minutes, and I have finished making all the little, and these are just things that I want to take out or move to different scenes or things like that. They're not punctuation errors or rewording of things at all. This is basically just reconstructing this section of that second half of the second act for me. So I finished that, and now, Judy, what are you doing? For once, it's not Walter all up in my business. So my next step will be taking these notes I made and actually implementing them into the scenes that I have on my Scrivener. And that's going to be kind of, I think at times, confusing maybe. So I'm just going to take it page by page, red mark by red mark, and make my way through this 46-page section of notes. And then from there, I will probably go back up to the top of this once again, and then start my edit as if I didn't have to do any of this right before, and just like I've been trucking through it as a second draft status, but editing all the wording and all the things that I want to change and make better, like a second draft, what you do. Not sure how far I'm going to get on this tonight, but I'm just going to go ahead and start. It's right now 5:22, and it's still Sunday if I hadn't mentioned that. So same day as before, I'm wearing different clothes and have a different hairstyle just because it finally got hot here. It's been just cold and rainy, or just not that warm, and I've been wearing a sweatshirt all week. I will bring you along with me as I take these notes and start implementing them into my Scrivener files, and this should be fun. That was sarcasm. Let's go. I'm done writing for the night, but I got 45 minutes plus 7 minutes plus 60 minutes plus 25 minutes, and that equals 137 minutes. So my most successful day in quite some time for Camp Nano Day 21. So I'm just going to keep on implementing these changes onto my Scrivener scenes, cards, chapters, whatever those things are called, and keep trucking along with that. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hi.
Hi.
What are we gonna have for dinner tomorrow?
What do you care? You just had dinner tonight.
What are we gonna have tonight?
You already had biscotti. I'm in the film now because I gotta tell them what I did for my book. For my latest update, I have 25 of the 46 pages fixed on my Scrivener document. So I've got pages 26 to 46, so 20 pages left. So I'm over halfway making these changes. And then when I finish with that, again, like I said earlier, I'll just go ahead and start from that bottom part of my drag document and just work through it like I never had to do any of this. That's where I'm at. And I did the math earlier today, and I believe I'll put it up if it's different, but I think it's 223 minutes away from my 1,800 minute goal. Pretty excited about that because that means I won Camp Nano if I can get there. Either Thursday evening or Friday morning, I'm gonna drive to the town my mom lives in and help her go through her house and see what we can find to salvage. The house is eventually gonna need to be torn down, and I don't know, I feel like documenting this process a little bit. Ryan's out mowing the lawn and the kids are just kind of hanging out, and I'll hang out with them for a while longer. I think it's close to 6 p.m. And if I hadn't mentioned yet, today is July 23rd, which is a Tuesday. So Tuesday, July 23rd. I did write for an hour last night, and that's how I got these directions followed through in my Scrivener document. And then the thunder was really crazy, so I went ahead and took a look at that last night. But I didn't film any of my working on this section last night. I just wanted to work on it without having to worry about the camera, so that's what I did. And I think I'll probably do the same thing tonight just because it's stormy once again and really dark out, even though it's only 6 o'clock. So I probably won't film because my bedroom is really dark right now, but I will update you of my progress when I'm finished so I can see if I have gotten through the other 20 pages of this. So I'll let you know when I get there. Okay, little guy. Go ahead. You're free. Fly away, little guy.
Hi, buddy.
You can fly away. Go ahead. Fly away. You can fly. Just don't touch his face. Yeah. He's just really scared. This little guy was trapped in our house. He just flew right in and kept banging into every window. Okay, maybe we just let him figure it out on his own. Maybe I try to see if he'll go. Okay, you ready? You can go. You're free. You're free. There you go. Okay, let's move so he can fly out. Hope he's okay. You okay? I think he's just scared. Okay.
Are you scared?
You can fly away. You're safe now.
You safe? You can go back home.
He goes. Bye, birdie.
Guys, I snuck outside real quick because both kids are in the house and Walter's actually behaving right over there. Judy may be back here somewhere, but I just want to make a quick update before I get bombarded by kids and dogs. Tuesday night, which would have been 2 nights ago, because like I forgot to just mention, today is Thursday, July 25th, which is the 25th day of Nano. And Tuesday night, what I was going to be working on was finishing up the last 20 pages of this thick stack of papers, and I did it. My current minute count is 1658 out of 1800, so I'm like this close. Problem is, tonight Boston has a birthday party to go to at 5 p.m. and then I have to come home and edit the August pick a card reading for my other channel, plus do as much writing as I can. I think what I'll do for my writing tonight, it will be the editing chapters 10, and then that's the last chapter of my first act, and then chapter 11, which is the first chapter of my second act, so that I can send those 2 chapters off to my critique group. Wow, this is really wonky. Sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place today, but I'm gonna edit those 2 chapters to get them sent off to my critique group, because tomorrow, which is Friday the 26th, I'm going to Kalispell, which is where my book is actually set, but my brother lives really close to there and my mom is staying with my brother. So I'm gonna go up tomorrow Friday night, hang out with them that night, and then Saturday morning we're gonna drive to Libby and see what we can get done in my mom's house, see if there's anything that's salvageable and all that jazz. So yeah, I probably won't get any writing done this weekend, and I'm kind of bummed about it a little bit because it is the last weekend of Nano, but I'm pretty confident if I can get the minutes in that I need to edit these chapters 10 and 11 that I will have made up enough progress to then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday be able to make up however many minutes are left in my 1800 minute goal, which I think after tonight's editing I'll be pretty close already. So I'll have a nice fresh start Monday and I won't have to stress out this weekend about not getting minutes in. Even though I feel like there were like groups worth of days that I just took time off, I still have never even come very close to going below par. I think it's because I knew my limits in April when I set that big 50-hour goal for myself. And then the boys started baseball and my whole April was just writing and baseball, taking kids to school, taking kids home, taking kids here, taking kids there. I knew going into July the kids would be home, so there's already less writing time, and then they were going to be involved in some camps and stuff. And then Wrigley's at preschool, so there's a lot of coming and going from home to school, home to camp, home to this, home to that. So I just knew I had to cut that goal back to 30 hours or 1800 minutes for this Camp Nano, and I'm pretty happy with that goal. I'm pretty happy with almost meeting that goal. My hair does look wet, doesn't it? But it's not. This is the piece that they forgot to do in the 80s and 90s. They didn't scrunch out the crunch. So my hair looks a little bit like uncooked ramen noodles right now. But this is the secret. You just literally scrunch out the crunch. This is like my favorite part of the hair routine because it goes from looking like uncooked noodles to actually a cute style. So let's take a gander at it once it's done. Oh, much better. It's easy as that. Like, that's the extent of styling I do on a normal day. So I think that's all for today. I do have to get Wrigley's haircut tomorrow before I leave, so I might bring you along with that. His hair is really long. Maybe not quite the longest it's ever been, but pretty close. And I want to get it cut a little shorter so it's easier for him in summer. His bangs tend to always be in his eyes, so we're going to cut those. I'm trying to grow them out so he could just tuck them behind his ear, but he used to let me do that, and now he doesn't like hair tucked behind his ear. So we're going to alleviate that by giving him bangs again. Bangs that are not in his eyes. So that will probably be my next update unless I decide to do any vlogging tonight, which I don't know if I will. It's just going to be me sitting there editing those chapters 10 and 11. So I will update you soon. All right, bye. Hi, Worm. You getting a haircut?
Looks good on you.
Yep. Now turn around a little bit. Now look at mommy. Oh. So quick update for you guys. Today is the 26th, which is Friday, the 26th day of Nano. And I'm leaving this afternoon to go up to Kalispell and then Saturday to Libby to help my mom work on her house, which I've already mentioned. But last night for my update and my progress, I got 52 minutes in editing chapter 10 and part of 11. I didn't get all the way through because I was just kind of sidetracked and lots going on. So I didn't get chapter 11 completely done, but I did get 52 minutes towards my goal, which leaves me with exactly 90 minutes to hit my 1800 minute goal. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that's pretty good. So I'm really happy with that
So I don't feel so bad taking the weekend off. I mean, obviously, life comes before writing, so I was going to take the time off no matter what. But at least I feel for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I can easily get that 90 minutes of writing in that I need to meet my Nano goal to make it a win for myself. So I'll probably cut this vlog off here. So thanks again for watching. Let me know how your 4th week of Nano went. I'm always curious to know what you guys have going on and love to hear all about your stories and the progress that you're making, the pitfalls and the wins. It's all worth documenting so that we can see that others aren't always on their game. And when we are at that low point, we can see others having struggled and then risen above that. It's always fun to see when that happens. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you'd like to, go ahead and hit subscribe. If not, it's all right. It's cool. So I will check you guys later. All right, bye.